Alright, what is going on, guys? It's Sergio Rules back here again. This week we are playing the Week 2 round of our Pokemon Showdown Premier League battles. I'm playing NU again. This week I am playing Garay Oak of the Uber's Room. And yeah, so we're playing NU. I actually did a little bit more scouting this week. I looked at his teams, and a lot of them actually were really weak to Abomasnow. So this team is a Choice Specs Abomasnow. It's a Heavy Duty Boots Rotom, an offensive Gourgeist Small, a defensive Mawile, so bringing a little PU up into NU. Then we have just an Alolan Persian with like knockoff, foul play, U-turn, kind of a support set. And then our last one is a Choice Scarf Lantern, and this Lantern actually has Psybeam, which is an interesting tech if my opponent had brought Toxicroak, which is in NU. So this outspeeds and kills that with Psybeam. But he didn't bring Toxicroak. His team actually isn't super weak to Abomasnow like I thought it would be. He has a couple ice resists in Beartic and Glaceon. Granted, Beartic is not a good ice resist because it's not very bulky. But Glaceon is actually pretty bulky and can take blizzards if it needs to. So, let's go ahead and get into the game. So he has basically a Hail team. He has Beartic, Abomasnow, Hatchrim for hazard control, Clefairy to get up his own rocks, Glaceon. I believe this is Scarf Glaceon, so he's got a Scarf Glaceon and he has a Slush Rush Beartic, so he's pretty speedy for this kind of team. And then a Quagsire to help with what I'm assuming help him with setup sweepers and stuff like that. I already went through my team. We're going to go ahead and get into this game. So, I looked at his team, and I basically saw that Alolan Persian was faster than anything, unless he was Specs, or Choice Scarf Glaceon, which he does end up being. So I was like, okay, I can just lead with Alolan Persian, and I'll just get a knockoff on anything. I don't care too much about getting a little bit of damage on it. Just getting a knockoff, especially on something like Clefairy, would be really good for the rest of my team. So that's what I do. I just knock off. He ends up getting his Stealth Rock up. I just U-turn into my Rotom Frost because I'm Heavy Duty Boots. I can take a Moonblast, and I'm just going to defog. He is going to Toxic me, which sucks because that's going to wear me down for the rest of the game, but I am able to go out into my Abomasnow, and because I knocked off his Eviolite, normally Clefairy can take blizzards from Abomasnow pretty well, but I'm a Choice Specs Abomasnow. He lost his Eviolite. This is going to do a lot. So he switches out into his Glaceon, and he's actually kind of bulky. He only takes 42 from a Specs Blizzard. And this is where he blizzards me back. Does a lot to me. I was not expecting it to do that much, but that's just what happens. So I switch out, I go into my Lantern, and this is the first act. You're gonna see a lot of hacks in this game. This is the first of many. So he blizzard crits me, and he also freezes me. Now, if he hadn't frozen me, I was 100% going to Volt Switch here because I figured he wouldn't stay in, fearing me to be Specs. And I wouldn't expect a Quagsire to come in just in case I did something like Hydro Pump. And that way I could have got some damage off on his Quagsire. But because I get frozen, I'm forced to Scald here, which does do a little bit because I do end up actually getting the burn on his Abomasnow, which is pretty good. I go into my Mawile. I'm not sure if this is going to be a special or physical Abomasnow, but I figure going into Mawile is a pretty good mid-ground. I can just knock off Toxic, do whatever. He crits me again with his Earthquake, which he's burned. So it if if he wasn't burned, that would have basically almost killed me. Goes into Hatchrim. I try and get up my rocks, but I knew he was going to go to Hatchrim, so I should have just knocked off there originally, but I don't. He goes into Hatchrim, and then he Mystical Fires. I didn't expect Mystical Fire to kill me, but it does. So we're forced. We go out into Gourgeist Small, and I'm just going to Power Whip here. I end up getting a crit, but that crit, I'm pretty sure, did not matter. I didn't actually calc it, but the crit, I mean, I had already knocked off his Eviolite. Hatchrim isn't known for being super bulky without its Eviolite. So the crit probably didn't matter. I'm a max attack Gourgeist. He goes into his Abomasnow just to get his Hail up. I Fire Blast into his Clefairy, and here's where part of the rest of the hacks happens. I go for a Power Whip, miss. He Moonblasts me. I go for another Power Whip and miss, and he just Moonblasts me to take me out. So basically I just lost my Gourgeist for nothing. If I had landed even one of those Power Whips, I would have knocked out his Clefairy, been in a lot better situation, but I don't. Oh, I'll go back. So I miss both Power Whips, lose my Gourgeist for nothing. At this point, I'm so kind of angry that I just don't even care anymore. I know that I'm going to lose this game pretty much, so I just go into my Rotom, Defog. He Moonblasts me, chips me down. I believe I Blizzard here. I don't knock him out, which I kind of thought that I might, and I'm just going to Blizzard here again because I don't want him. He's going to get his rocks up anyway. It doesn't matter. My Rotom goes down. I go into my Persian, which I'm like, oh, good, he's going Glaceon. I didn't know it was Scarf at this time. I was like, okay, he's going Glaceon. I can just knock off and kill him. Nope, he's Scarf. I do end up killing him, but that means I die to Hail, which is really, really unfortunate. And then I just go into my Lantern. He goes Beartic. He has Slush Rush up. Kills me with Superpower. And my Abomasnow is too low. And just dies. He does get an Aqua Jet. He just Aqua Jets to kill me. So, yeah. So, unfortunately, we lost this game. I can't say much else. I didn't say good game at the end. Not out of respect. He played fine. I'm perfectly okay with his playing. The problem was the game. As you saw, like, it wasn't that he made weird plays or just bad plays and sacked a bunch of stuff that he shouldn't. It was, 2 misses on an 80% accurate move, 3 crits, because didn't he crit me 3 times? I think. I could be. Yeah, so he crit me with the Earthquake, crits me with the Blizzard. So, 2 crits, so not 3, but whatever the case, it just got me pretty upset while I was playing, but it's the game that we play. No disrespect to my opponent, he played fine. I just think that it would have been a lot better of a game if I had been able to actually get my moves off when I wanted them to, not get frozen by a Blizzard, not miss 2 Power Whips. If those things hadn't happened, yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say for sure that I would have won, but I definitely would have done better than 0-3. So, unfortunately, second week of PSPL, we are bringing back another loss. But there's always next week. We can always keep improving, and that's just what I gotta hope to do. So, hopefully next week we can actually take a W. And as always, I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you all next week. Goodbye.